Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're here Thursday night, streaming straight to your YouTube, on whatever device you decide to watch it on, with the Pacific Rim Championship, round 8. Yes, these mad buggers have been driving these Group 3 American and Japanese manufactured cars for what will be 8 weeks this week, and we've got a lovely little championship going on. I'm outside, I haven't got my Discord, so I can't tell you any information. We'll just make it up on the fly. I think Homesick's leading, but Bunny might be after last week. I don't know, I haven't looked at the table. Give me a sec, let me just finish my squats. It's lastminute.com again. There you go. Squat and thrust. Okay, let's crack on. Let's get rid of that awful thing. Those big flying numbers. Nobody needs that in their life, do they? Polyphonic. Oh, Skyjack is asking if we're ready already. Jeez. Yeah, 8 o'clock. They'll be lining up in their reverse championship order, and I am just trying to get to that for you to let you know what that is. I'll hit another button as well. There you go. You're watching Homesick Alien, and give me a second. Streams, the one streams going down in an earlier round. Anywhere. So they're going to race two 40-minute races here at Route X, which is an 18.817 mile track with 4 turns. It's your typical oval, ladies and gents. We're going to see some slipstreaming tonight. A slippity streamy. Right, the table. As they're getting themselves all set and ready to go, Homesick Alien is... Oh, God. Homesick Alien is leading this championship by 128 points. Skyjacker is second on 110 points. Liam Anfield is third on 95 points. Bunny is fourth on 84 points. Pat is fifth on 80 points. Barry Twins is sixth on 62 points. Digital Blasphemy is seventh on 57 points. Noxie eighth on 51 points. Rivixter ninth on 37 points. Turtle is 10th on 30 points. Jokers is 11th on 28 points. Ranger is 12th on 18 points, and Electric 13th on 14 points, and UBD is 14th on 8 points. The final has been started. The grid will be the reverse of that championship I just told you, or who is here by all accounts. And I went to chat for some reason. Oh, let me get out. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So there they go. They're lined up. Jokers is on pole. Homesick, the championship leader, at the back, and he's going to be wanting to gain points on Liam Anfield and Skyjacker in this championship. In the chat then, the camera angles are always bad here because of the bridge. So Skyjacker saying good evening sir, Pat saying hiya, and Barry Twin saying good evening thingy. An oval, but not the right way to turn. Better turning left. So there they go, they're off. Jokers leads them away. 40 minutes at this oval. It's going to be a bit of cat and mouse there, I think. And they're allowed to use one set of softs and one set of super softs. Bunny's saying glitch. Lots of errors, isn't there? Yeah, he's stuck on the grid. So hopefully they will exit and have another go. But Joker's dropping back into third. But they're exiting now. And they'll reset that grid. That buys me a bit of time, doesn't it? Oh, happy days. So 40 minutes around this humongous oval. There's going to be a bit of cat and mouse. They're allowed to use a set of softs and a set of super softs throughout the whole round. Tyre wear is not going to be an issue here, though. I can see that the fuel tanks may possibly be. So it's, yeah, I think there's going to be a huge game of cat and mouse tonight here at Route X. We've had races here. You can look back on YouTube at the other Pacific Rim Championship, and they've turned out to be a rather thrilling race. So do not dismay just because they're going around in a big circle. Someone's left. Oh, I've got to keep it down to do that. Homesick Alien out on the track. The championship leader so far. But he's got Liam Manfield gunning for him. Skyjacker also. There's a lot of guys in the shout with this one. So here we go. We're lining up for the race again. Let's hope we get no glitches and we get a good start. So yes, Skyjacker, Liam Anfield, Bunny, all in the shout of this championship. Pat even. So here we go again. Jocus on pole. Where is Bunny? In fifth. Let's hope his Toyota gets off the marks. There's a Jocus in the American Dodge. He gets away. Bunny still stuck. Oh my lord, this is not good. So Jocus leads them away with Turtle in second. Barry Twins coming up there in his Toyota on Pat in the Chevy. Pat in the Chevy sitting tight in third, but like I said, we don't know. It could be a massive game of cat and mouse this. Skyjacker and Liam Anfield coming through, and I don't know what I'll do with that, but Skyjacker leads the way at the moment in the Toyota, with he's got Liam Anfield in second, Pat in third in the Chevy, Turtle fourth, Barry Twins is in fifth, Homesick Alien sixth, Joker's in seventh, and Bunny is stuck on the grid. I'm not sure how many chances they're gonna try. It looks like to me Skyjacker's probably trying to deliberate it in his head at the moment, if it's worth another go or should they just carry on racing. Bunny in the shout of this championship. He's on 84 points. It's a struggle, but Skyjacker leads the way from Liam Anfield, and I think this is what we're going to see a lot of. It's just these cars sitting very close to each other. Turtle giving Pat a bit of a bump draft there. Nice touch. No, he's going for the move now. Turtle trying to go up the inside of all of them. Bunny has left the room, and now Turtle is leading. He's quite happy to burn some medium tyres. Skyjacker in second, Liam Anfield in third place, and that is the train of American and Japanese manufacturers coming up the road. Turtle leading the way from Skyjacker, Liam Anfield in third, and like I said, it's going to be a very long game of cat and mouse. Now Liam Anfield's on the soft tyre, he's getting the soft tyre out of the way. And Turtle on the racing medium, so is a Skyjacker. So Liam Anfield's gone for that soft tyre to start with. And they've all gone in Turtle's wake, left Skyjacker out high and dry. Skyjacker shuffling down with no toe to speak of, or maybe he's doing on purpose. He wants to shuffle to the back, just sit at the back somewhere. Like I said, it's a very fast game of chess that they're playing here. Turtle leads them around, and again Liam Anfield on those soft tyres, medium tyres for Pat. Barry Twins has gone for the mediums, Skyjacker also on those mediums, as is Homesick Alien and Jocus. They're all still within the toe of each other. Turtle dragging them along there at the front. And yes, Turtle in his Lexus leads them away at the moment. They've not even done a lap of this mammoth oval. Still on their way. I imagine they could nip off in the 40 minutes, put a weight on their accelerator. Down that straight. How dare you? How dare you? My wife thinks this is a bit boring. So Homesick Alien there, the championship leader, sat in 6th place in his Mazda. He's sitting in the stream of Skyjacker at the moment, and he's towing Jocus along. And we're yet still to complete a lap here at Route X. Alien then, it's just, he's not even full throttle. You can see he's saving his fuel the best he can, and now Homesick Alien has done very well this season, looking after his fuel tank and tyres in the races. He's caught up now, he's lifted even more, but he's going to have to keep, well, he's only still within 6/10 of the leader, which is Turtle. Liam Anfield in second. Turtle moving over, it's just for fun, I guess, coming over. This is not really the racing line. They would usually stay on the other side. Maybe Turtle fancied a change of scenery, moving to another side of the road. And Skyjacker now moving up the inside of Barry Twins. Barry Twins flooring it a little bit. He doesn't want Skyjacker through, it seems. Skyjacker up into third already. Homesick Alien staying strong, only half throttle up that straight. He really is thinking about his fuel. So Turtle still leads. He's on a quarter of a tank of fuel now. With Skyjacker moving up in second, he's just under a quarter of a tank of fuel. So even Skyjacker sat in the slipstream. Toyota is using up a little bit more fuel than the Lexus. Skyjacker now takes the lead. Pat sitting right, tucked up behind Skyjacker. He's just over a quarter of a tank, just a hair, and that's hair over a quarter of a tank. Oh, you know, 3/4 of a tank. Sorry. Liam Anfield dead on, 3/4 of a tank. Turtle moving ahead, just under. We saw them at the lead, didn't we? Barry Twins as well, just under. Jocus, just over, which is very shocking for the Dodge. The Dodge being a very thirsty car. And Homesick Alien is on a quarter. Ooh, a little bang there from Pat on, who was that? Turtle, I think. Yeah, Turtle's back in the lead. So Pat now holding on to that second spot. These guys do not want to lose sight of each other at all. And now moving up to the lead of this race. Skyjacker pushing him along. And it's still, Blacktail trying to get back into the queue. Just behind Barry Twins. Barry Twins up to fourth now. Some very tight towing. So on board with Skyjacker, looking at the back of the race leader, Pat. Down the very long straight, as you can see the difference there. Skyjacker full throttle. He's not caring about the fuel too much here. Is he going to go for the move on Pat? I'm not sure. No. Without the slipstream, he's dropped right out of it. Homesick Alien, he just seems to be happy to sit at the back. Look at that half throttle up the straight. He's just using the slipstream to pull him up. But I don't know if strategy is really going to do anything for you here, though. Saving your fuel, you've got to stay in the crowd. These guys have got to stay with each other. If he ends up on his own, the guys behind him will just tow up to him anyway. So it's a tricky one. I suppose shorter time in the fuel, it doesn't matter if he's out in the lead, as long as he's fuel saving, the guys catch him up again. But yeah, we've been seeing them usually just one stop in most of these races. I'm not sure they're getting, I don't know, we're nearly 8 minutes through the race. Homesick Alien's just under 3/4 of a tank. Jocus, a good one to go by, as he is, his Dodge Viper is usually rather thirsty, about the same as Homesick Alien. So it looks like Jocus is doing some good fuel conserving out there also. Turtle, he's just over half a tank of fuel now. Skyjacker same as Turtle. So I think we're going to see some of these guys pit earlier, but then I think these guys that are saving fuel will probably pit at the same time, just to stay in the crowd. Unless 2 or 3 of them stay out, and then they can tow each other around to their heart's content, and we'll have a split deck, which will make it very interesting come the end. But at the moment, Turtle is leading them around. They're only on their 2nd lap. That's how long. It's a 6-minute lap. Even in these colossal cars, Group 3 cars, chugging along at 190 miles an hour, just under 190 miles an hour. Turtle is down the straight. He seems full throttle, I imagine. Probably has his engine mapping turned down a little bit. We'll have to hope that Liam Anfield knows he's got to change those softs, even though he's barely used them. Come the pit stop, you can't just leave them on. As the cars get lighter, they'll go faster. So, Turtle is the man in the lead as we just go over 11 minutes, is it? Or just coming up to it? I can't see the time, you see. My controller's in the way. My spare controller. Yeah, that's right. I've got 2. What of it? What? So, yes, Turtle is the man in the lead as we come up to 11 minutes gone in this 40-minute race. They've been shuffling around for the last 2.5 laps, nearly 3 laps now. Turtle has led a majority of this race so far, it has to be said. Joined by Skyjacker and Jokers at the beginning. Liam Anfield has tucked himself in 2nd place, quite happy. Sat behind the leader, getting a tow. But then he's not even full throttle. And then Barry Twins, another one, only half throttle in it. Around here at Route X. Scared to go for it, ain't they, these boys? Go on, go for it. So Skyjacker sat in 4th. He's dead on half a tank of fuel now. Turtle dead on half, just under half, sorry. Liam Anfield just slightly over half a tank of fuel. Barry Twins half. So that is indicative of stopping around halfway, is it not? Having about half a tank of fuel at the 12-minute mark means, yeah, they can definitely get over halfway of this race on 1 fuel tank. That's why they've got their tanks turned down. They want less pit stops, because I am sure their fuel would burn up if they went any quicker, and we'd be getting 2 or 3 stops in this 40-minute stint. But they're all being very conservative out there, looking after their fuel tanks, very clever. This season has been a very tactical season, the way they've driven these cars. It's been filled with intrigue. Mama Homesick saying evening thingy and good luck to Homesick Alien. And Bunny in the chat saying good evening thingy, can't believe it. Don't know what's happened, reset everything. No, I know, it's a bummer, man. It is a bummer. It really is. It's not great. These blooming internet things. I know I had a screaming fit before I came on because I did my internet test and it was only showing like 1 megabytes upload. Started nabbing at the kids. You're not, I don't know, Bunny, if you've got GT7, but you're not downloading that. There's an update in the background. That's not uploading, is it? Because that's happened to me before when I've tried to play online and it's got rough internet and I realised I'm like doing an update of a few games or something. The computer's decided to do some updating. That's you have to pause that stuff before you go into lobbies. So Turtle still leading the way here at lap 3 of Route X for round 8 of the Pacific Rim Championship Season 2. And Homesick Alien is leading this championship. I thought this, I predicted at the beginning of the season that Liam Anfield and Homesick Alien was going to carry on their battle from their last GTMC season, with Homesick Alien coming out on top in that. But as it turns out, Liam's had he's had a couple of bad ones. He's had a wheel fall apart on him while he's driving, and I think he came foul of a tyre rule and got a penalty. So these things have hindered him in his championship efforts. Skyjacker is the next man down the points order that's fighting this championship. He is 18 points shy of Homesick Alien. There is going to be a drop score. There is a drop score coming in, so it might pull them a bit closer together, because Homesick Alien's he hasn't been off the podium this season. He's either finished first or second, it would seem. So Homesick Alien hasn't put a single foot wrong in his Mazda. That seems unbelievable, but he's got, yeah. Autopolis, it looks like he was second. Liam Anfield won. In Kyoto, Homesick Alien won. And Skyjacker came second. Then in Suzuka, Homesick Alien came second and Liam Anfield won. Then at Fuji Speedway, Homesick came second, Liam Anfield won. Then at Willow Springs, Homesick Alien came second, and Bunny won that one. Then at Blue Moon Bay Speedway, Liam Anfield now leading. He probably has for a while. I haven't looked at the telly for a long time, been looking at this table. Yeah, Blue Moon Bay Speedway, Homesick Alien took the win, with Skyjacker coming second on that day. That was one of Liam's bad ones. And Homesick Alien won Willow Laguna Seca last time out. And in the chat, Bunny also said, no, haven't got GT7 yet, running off my phone, but normally good. Oh well, see what happens in the second. Yeah, hopefully, Bunny, if it's all working, you can get back in for the second race and get half C points. Then Muddy saying, yo Mr. Thingy, how are you? I'm good, man, I'm good. I'm tired. The new job's absolutely fantastic, but I am literally getting in just before the streams, so if I'm sounding not as bouncy as normally, it's usually because I've literally walked into the door, just nammed something down my throat, and then sitting down to do this. So it's a bit hectic at the moment. Liam Anfield is leading the way at the moment on those soft tyres. We're coming up to nearly the 22 and a half minutes to go. Fuel tanks are looking all right. Liam Anfield is absolutely Brucey on fuel at the moment. I mean, Liam Anfield doesn't look like he's going to have to pit for a long time. I don't even know if we'll see a pit stop in this race. Jokus, he's just under half a tank. They might be able to take these cars all the way without a pit stop. Pat, just under half a tank. And we're coming up to that 20-minute mark where you'd expect them to pit. Liam Anfield's just over, somewhere between a quarter and a half. Turtle's on a quarter of a tank. He's gone in. Turtle's gone in, but no one's gone with him. That means he is going to be without a tow buddy. That is a worry for Turtle. He really needed someone to pit with him. But everyone else has stayed out, and now he is going to be going around a lot slower than the rest of these guys. Or faster. If they've all got their engines mapped, then it's possible. Like now, there's Skyjacker. He's got it all ramped up, hasn't he? He's nearly hitting 200 miles an hour. It looks like he's turned it up. Has he pitted? He hasn't. So Skyjacker looks like he's turned it all up in the back there. Turtle's still in the pits, and I'm concerned for Turtle. It's coming back out. full tanks, he's just going to full throttle it all the way, isn't he? He got... I don't know. Because I'm honestly thinking some of these guys are going to try and not stop this. Where is Homesick Alien now? He's in 4th. He was doing the best with fuel, wasn't he? Liam Anfield looks like he's wiggling for some reason. Where's Liam going? Liam. Oh no, Liam's got a problem. I think he's had some problems with his rig, and it looks like he's got the same issues again. It looks like it just wants to turn right, but at the wrong time. It's not when it needs to turn now. Muddy saying, get a hot beverage down here. Yeah, it's sat here. I've been looking at it. I've been eyeing it up. It's probably just about right to drink there. Coy. Good call. So Liam Anfield having to fix whatever is going wrong in that Honda. Jokus now in the lead of this race. We're coming up to the halfway mark. He's just under a quarter of a tank of fuel. Pat just on a quarter of a tank of fuel. Homesick Alien's on a quarter of a tank. So there is going to be pit stops, but when is who knows. Barry Twins sitting in 4th in his Toyota. He's giving Homesick Alien a bit of a bum draft, and he's getting a push along with Skyjacker. Skyjacker will be wanting to see the pits pretty soon. Liam Anfield ghosted, trying to fix whatever has gone wrong, and Turtle has pitted. He's 30 seconds behind Liam. You can see he's loses about 43 seconds in a pit stop. He's topped right up, and he's ragging that Lexus for all she's worth. These guys still got a mile away until they get to the pit lane. Jokus is definitely going to be red and flashing when he gets there, I reckon. Looks like they've all turned their engines up as well. Well, Homesick hasn't. He's still going around at about 86. He's still 10 miles under the speed they can get. Because there you can see the Dodge Viper has bolted at 190 odd miles an hour. Homesick Alien still holding them back. Barry Twins happy to go along with that. Skyjacker must be getting quite nervous with a very long straight away to go, and his fuel is flashing. That's squeaky bum time for Skyjacker. Jokers has just pelted. He said he can't hang around. He needs fuel. Well, now he's backing off. Look, now he's 89. He's turned that wick back down because he's seen that fuel flashing and got nervous. So Homesick Alien, he's going around about just under 10 miles an hour slower than what they could possibly do. And Homesick Alien, I imagine, did not want to be the front car of this train, the engine, as he's towing Barry, Skyjacker and Pat along. Liam Anfield, he looks like he's fixed it. He's trying to get back in the race. He's 7 seconds behind those guys, but he's going a lot faster than them. And Turtle, this is interesting for Turtle, how this is going to work out for him after these lot all filter out of the pits. There's Joker's desperately wanting the pits. Look at him, he's really struggling out there now. He's really turned the wick down. These guys will be catching him up. Barry Twins going through on Homesick. I said Homesick probably wouldn't want to be the front car in this train. So now Barry Twins pulls them along, and Jokers, how's it going for him? Come on, Jokers, we can believe in you. Probably should have pitted with Turtle, but he's desperately trying to get, and I think it's even around that corner, so it's still a long way to go. He has jumped the pack though. Liam Anfield trying to catch up the pack. Yeah, he's got it down to a second less, but his fuel's flashing as well. He'll be coming in like a Jokus. And Barry Twins dragging along the Mazda, the Chevy, and the Toyota. Oh, that Toyota's looking dry, isn't it? That tank of Skyjackers. Barry Twins, this as well, very tight. Homesick Aliens just started flashing, so he'll be in. They'll all be in at the end of this lap, so they could go a good 24 minutes in the race. Jokus looks like he's worried he's out of fuel. He's gone on the inside there not to impede anyone. He sees the pit lane. He's still going at a good chug of time. He'd be going slower than that if he'd run out of fuel. Oh, now it's not looking good. Down to 109. He's got nothing in that tank. They've all come flying past him. Skyjacker seems to be in the same situation. He seems to be slowing down as well. Skyjacker with his hazards on. They've all run out of fuel on this lap. These guys, Barry Twins, Homesick and Power, all making it into the pit lane. Liam Anfield will be loving this. Oh, this is going to be tight, but Liam's just going to try and tuck in front of Skyjacker there. As Skyjacker and Jokers limp to the pit lane. Turtle then. How's it going to be? He's closer, you know. 35 seconds behind Skyjacker. And it's very tight. Barry Twins only just got there, didn't he, with 1%. Now Liam Anfield's got to remember to change that tyre, or he's going to get a 30-second penalty. Turtle then, going past the pit entry. And who are we looking for? Barry Twins was the first in of those bad boys. He's still filling up. Homesick Alien is back out on track. He's ahead of Turtle. He's ahead of Turtle, but just so. Turtle, that early stop did not impede him one bit. Not one bit. Brilliant stuff. Homesick Alien's topped right up for the last 14 minutes, so he is obviously going to chunk it. He's going to go for it all the way till the end. Turtle already on it. And Skyjacker in the chat with his one of those palm face emojis. Hey, fuel is fuel. I felt like that. I found a petrol station with fuel in it this evening, so I'm all right. So Pat in a strong third. He's lost touch with those guys ahead of him, though. And this is it now. They're spaced out. Liam Anfield's got no toe buddy whatsoever. Skyjacker, he's got to ask himself questions, hasn't he? He's got to say, can he catch Liam Anfield up 7 seconds ahead and then to become toe buddies? In fact, Liam, if you had anything about you, you'd slow down a little. Slow down to let Skyjacker pick up on you and you can toe and bump draft. Because Jokers, though, 10 seconds, I think Skyjacker may... no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He's in no man's sky, really. With Jokers back there, no man's land, not sky. That's a game. Liam Anfield, 6 seconds ahead of him. But he really needs a toe buddy. Homesick Alien and Turtle working together. Pat and Barry Twins working together. Although Pat looks like he's trying to break the toe. No, you don't want to do that. You want him to bump draft you. You want him to give you little slaps up the bum. A little spank on the bum now and again to push you up the straight to catch up Turtle and Homesick. Liam Anfield, it's down to 5 seconds. It was 7 seconds. I've got a feeling Liam may be slowing down for Skyjacker here. It's hard. It's 4.5 seconds. Either Liam's being conservative with his fuel, which he doesn't seem to need to, really, with only 13 minutes to go, or he is waiting for Skyjacker to catch up. And then they can mount an attack between the two of them on Pat and Barry that seem to be racing each other rather than working in unison. Homesick Alien, happy to tow Turtle along. He says, all day, Turtle, come on. As long as you give me a spank up the straights, it will be great. Muddy saying, I'm not surprised you ran out. Expensive hobby is fuel these days. It is $1.75, I think my diesel cost tonight, just over $1.75. Homesick Alien still leading this race from Turtle. They've split off into little pairs. Look, where Pat and Barry Twins aren't working together, then you can see Turtle has pulled away from them both. Bump draft, come on. Barry, you got to spank him. You got to spank that Chevy. Spank that Chevy to make it go faster up the straights to catch up Turtle. But Turtle and Homesick working together beautifully. And Skyjacker is virtually there with Liam Anfield. I really do think Liam Anfield isn't going full pelt. He's waiting for Skyjacker. And they could still get out of this between them. If Pat and Barry Twins continue to race each other, as it seems they are doing... Pat's got his indicators on. I'm not sure if he's trying to indicate to Barry Twins to go by. It doesn't seem like it. They're going similar speed. Barry Twins just wanting to get on with it, losing time on the leaders, and he has got on with it. As I go into the car, he overtakes Pat, and he's through. But now there's no one to tow him along, and he's 8.5 seconds behind. He needs Pat to give him a bump draft. It looks like Pat is happy to do so. Very nice. So now these two may work together. I mean, Pat just didn't want to be the lead car in that situation, and now he is giving Barry Twins a little love tap. Liam Anfield, 6 seconds. It's less than 6 seconds. It's dropping. So have they caught up, Skyjacker and Liam? And there they are. Teamwork, mother effers. Teamwork. So Skyjacker and Liam Anfield finding each other on the track. We've only got just over 10 more minutes left of racing here at Route X for round 8 of the Pacific Rim Championship. Homesick Alien. And at the end of this 40 minutes, they're just going to line up and go again for another 40 minutes. And they don't get the points until after the second race. So, got to think of it as like a safety car. But Homesick Alien at the moment, gaining himself a great first position to start the rolling start from the next race. Turtle right there, right in his rear view mirror. Who are we with? Let's do that. There you can see Turtle in his Lexus, looming large. Excuse me. Turtle giving us a little flash there. Aye, cheeky. Little Flying Dutchman. Looks like he's taking the lead now. It's his turn. And the Homesick Alien, happy to oblige, it seems. He's saying, yeah, we've still got 9 minutes left. You go in front for a bit. Very gentlemanly. Barry Twins back ahead of... No, Pat did let Barry Twins through, didn't he? And they've not closed the gap any, but they've not lost any time to the guys ahead of them. Skyjacker and Liam Anfield working together down there. And they're only 5.3 seconds, so they've definitely pulled time in on Pat and Barry Twins. But Barry Twins and Pat now working in unison together. Joker's into the pits. I don't know. I don't understand what his thinking is. If he's lost, or maybe he just thinks that's not enough fuel to get to the end. He's going to use a set of super softs on. Turtle still leading this race, fastest lap as well. So happy days for Turtle. Homesick Alien sitting in his toe, and these guys are going for it now. Look, they're up to about 196 miles an hour. They were going 180 earlier in the race, so and they're definitely pelting it. Barry Twins and Pat. Looks like Pat's going for a move on Barry Twins. No, he's just setting out of the stream. Bump draft him, Pat. You bounce up his bum. No, he's going for the move. But they're 8 point. They were starting to catch up. The Turtle and Homesick Alien. But if they're racing again, then it's not going to work. Skyjacker and Liam Anfield working together in unison. With a 5-second deficit on Barry Twins. And they're trying to close that up. We've got 7 more minutes of racing to go here. And there goes the hot beverage. Yummy, yummy. So Skyjacker and Liam Anfield. Skyjacker's second in the championship. He's down there in 5th. This is good stuff for Homesick Alien. No points from this race, though. It's the next race that counts. Turtle, your leader. So far, he led early part. I thought he'd really cooked his goose coming into the pit stops, or when he did, I thought he was done. Thought that was it, but no. He was right on the tail of Homesick Alien as Homesick Alien came out of the pits 1 lap later. And the question is now, it's about fuel. Will Turtle's fuel? He went a lap earlier than those guys, but they were way over 20 minutes, so I imagine Turtle is going to be absolutely fine on fuel with only 6 minutes to go. Geez, if they cross the line just before 40 minutes, that means this will be like a 46-minute race, because it takes like 6 minutes to get around, or 5, just under 5 minutes. Not under, just under 6 minutes. Come on. So Turtle leading at the moment from Homesick, Alien, Barry Twins and Pat working together to try and close the gap, but they're 8 seconds. They've pulled in about half a second, it would seem. I'm sure they were at 8.5 seconds behind the Alien, so they found half a second. And Skyjacker and Liam Anfield working together here, but they've not been able to gain any extra time on Pat or Barry Twins. Jokers, he's had to come in for a second stop, and that really has put his Dodge Viper out of contention, and he was looking very good early doors in this race. But this is the battle for the lead at the moment, is Homesick Alien and Turtle. We have like 3 little grouped racers with Liam and Skyjacker and Pat and Barry Twins. Homesick Alien sitting very much in the slipstream of Turtle, has done for a while. Pat now has lost Barry Twins a little bit. No, he isn't. Barry Twins was just hiding behind. Skyjacker and Liam Anfield swapping places, having a break as they make their way. 5.7 seconds. They've lost a bit of time on Barry Twins and Holmes on Pat and Barry Twins some reason. Lost nearly a second. Interesting. So Turtle leading the way. There's only 4 more minutes remaining. They're going to get across the line easily before the time elapses. Homesick Alien, maybe, knowing the last lap is coming up, is going to release the hounds of war on Turtle and take the lead. It's looking like he's coming around this final corner with the intention of making his move on the Lexus and look into getting halfway towards his 4th win of this season. Turtle's going in the pits. He's never going in the pits. He's got to, yeah. Turtle's had to go in the pits. My word, even though this is the last lap, Turtle doesn't have enough fuel. Homesick easily does. Pat goes through. He's got enough fuel. So has Barry Twins. Skyjacker, oh, it's debatable. He's going for it anyway. And Liam Anfield also on a quarter of a tank of fuel. Possibly, yeah, I suppose. But Turtle doesn't fancy that final lap. And Joker's in with a chance here to catch up Turtle. Homesick Alien out there all on his own. And how quickly will these pairs catch him up? That is the question. And poor Turtle, that one lap early stop has come back to bite him. Jokers though, he's got away from Jokers. He's 13 seconds behind Liam Anfield, which is going to be I'd say it's an impossible job. It depends. Let's see. Let us see how this race unfolds. I was not expecting that. Surely he could have turned everything down and sat in Homesick Alien's wake. I just hoped he got the Alien to the line. Possibly not. Possibly not. And this is a track you do not want to run out of fuel on, in all fairness. It's a long way home. So Pat at the moment promoted to 2nd place. He'll be getting dizzy in that Chevy. The muscle car coming through like a champ. And he's pulling away from Barry Twins now. I think Barry Twins has lost the toe. He's over a second, and maybe the toe's a little longer. It's about 8/10 on normal tracks. 8/10 of a second behind, but no, I think Pat's pulled the trigger. He's gone. He's pulling away in that Chevy. Barry Twins just dropping and like a brick. He's in that podium position, and these two have fallen even further behind. They must be fuel saving. They must be fuel saving, these pair, because they can't. There, look, half fuel for half accelerator for Skyjacker there, and he wants Liam to tow him around a bit, and Liam doesn't want to go fast either, and Turtle's catching them up. possibly if Turtle goes full pelt for the rest of this lap, he might be able to catch Liam Anfield and Skyjacker and still get 4th place out of today. Nothing looks like it's going to stop Homesick Alien at the moment. He's looking good to start the second race at the front. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. I'm having the ball. Go on, Homesick. Turtle in the chat saying fuel for 500 metres left. Oh, that's why he had to pit. Well, it was a good call, because Turtle now looks like he's closing in on Skyjacker and Liam Anfield, that are starting to get a bit nervous about their fuel tanks. And so they should be, because I think Skyjacker was in a similar position at the end of his pit stop. I'm sure he had about that much fuel in. Don't want to scare him. Homesick Alien then, bringing it on, down the straight, quarter of a tank of fuel. He never bothered changing tyres, didn't need to. Look at him. Look at him go. Pat's trying to catch him up furiously. Pat's got the fastest lap of the race. Does he have the fuel? He's pelting it. He's not easing off that accelerator. But he's also looking like that fuel could easily go. Barry Twins as well. It must be enough. But Turtle's down to 3.8 seconds now. Homesick Alien, he's only halfway down the straight. It's Turtle who we've got to watch. And Turtle is absolutely chugging it down that straight. He doesn't care about his fuel one bit. He wants those positions ahead of him. He can burn that fuel as he made that extra stop, and it looks like the 2-stopper might be worth a look in the next race, because Homesick Alien, Pat is closing in, but Pat's fuel has started flashing and he's not all the way down the straight yet. So's Barry Twins. This could be a bit spooky. Skyjackers has. Turtle is down to 2 seconds behind him. Turtle absolutely full throttle. He's got plenty of fuel to burn. Homesick Alien coming up to the final corner. He's okay on fuel. It looks like it's going to be a Homesick Alien half win. Turtle on high-speed roll, says Turtle in the chat. What are you chatting for? You should be racing. You've got 2 people to catch up. Homesick Alien then coming up towards that final corner. Pat, fuel is a concern. Fuel is a concern for Barry Twins as well. Liam Anfield's fuel has started flashing. Homesick Alien trying to get to the end of the race. It's down to a second between Turtle and Skyjacker, and I don't think Liam or Skyjacker are going to have anything in the tank to be able to battle Turtle. Homesick Alien comes around that long final corner to get that first part of the race done and dusted under his belt, and ready to take on the second part to grab the points and the glory. So Homesick Alien, his fuel's just, look at Pat's fuel, look at Barry's fuel. Turtle's through, Turtle is through. He's passed Liam and Skyjacker. There was nothing they could do about it. And how far away is Turtle from the other 2? But they're going to run out of fuel. Look, Pat's nothing. He's got now in his tank. Barry Twins, he's only got a wee little squeeze left in his tank. Homesick Alien takes the win. Super stuff from Homesick Alien. Can Pat get to the line? He's virtually there. Pat, he's going to get second. He's slowing down. Barry Twins. Pat, is he going to cross the line before it's all too late? Barry Twins comes through. Barry Twins gets second place. Barry the Oval Twins. Pat gets a podium. Take a boo, my son. Turtle, he's towing Skyjacker and Liam along. He's helping those boys out. And Turtle gets 4th. Liam gets 5th. Skyjacker gets 6th. And he was on fumes crossing the line. And Joker's in the end not too far behind those in 7th. So there is a good argument for that 2-stopper, boys. And Homesick Alien, here we go. Let's have a look at him. He better have Jack Daniels overalls. No, he's got VRC ones on, but it still matches the car. Well done. Homesick Alien, he gets a trophy and a reef. Lucky boy. Right then, let us take you to the race results. There you go. Homesick Alien took the win in the end. The only one that had fuel, I think, when he crossed the line, except for Turtle and Jokers, but they had to make a second stop. Barry Twins, wow, what a climatic ending for Pat and Barry Twins. Commiserations to Pat. But Barry Twins, with just that little bit of fuel left on board, managed to sneak second place. Great stuff. Pat in third. But still, a podium for Pat this season. That's got to be great for his Corvette. Turtle, a great fourth, a great drive. Excuse me. A great comeback from Turtle. Super stuff for fourth. Liam Anfield finishing in fifth. Skyjacker sixth. And Jokas in seventh. Jokas got the fastest lap in his Viper with a 5:45.404. Wowzers. Wowzers, eh? Mama Homesick saying, yay, well done, son. And Turtle saying, you're welcome, Homesick. Nice pump draft. And Bunny is back in the room. So, oh, he says there, yeah, nice pump draft. 20:55. That isn't very long. So we'll go to the track. I don't think anyone's out. No, you're just going to look at that. See you soon. Well, that was an exhilarating first race. It's got to say, it started off slow, but it built and became something rather special. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this second race. I think there's some water in there. I'm trying to make a coffee while I'm talking to you and getting my wife's way. I was hoping she'd just turn around and say, "Oh, go away, I'll do it."
Doing stuff?
I know you're doing stuff. You're making beautiful cakes, as always. Black old sun, won't you come? Sorry, I'm being quiet. I know, I'm concentrating. It's hard to make coffee. There's a lot of buttons to press. I'm trying to look through the kitchen to the TV to see if that's all still running and nothing's started yet. And sing along to a bit of Soundgarden. Black old sun, won't you come and wash away the tears? I don't know words. Right, nearly there, guys. I think I might just have enough water. We now have to change waters over. Has the race started yet? Does any of you lot know? It hasn't started yet. You're still looking at Barry. He's asking if people are ready. So, if they start without us, then just put it in the chat who's doing what, and I'll be there in 2 ticks. I've got to stir my coffee. It's no good if you can't stir your coffee. It all sits, all the brown sits at the top, and all the white sits in the bottom. So, just grab a spoon, and then I'll be there. They're probably lining up on the grid right now, as you can see. Same positions and what they finished in. Homesick Alien there on pole with Barry Twins in second. Oh no, they haven't gone yet. Just about to though. I only just got here. Wow, Skyjacker's not waiting around tonight, is he? He's not messing. He's not messing about at all. He wants to get on and get off. There's a load of chat. Yeah, we've got time. So Barry Twins says that was close with Pat. Didn't think I was going to overtake him. Pat says, thought I had enough to get to the end. If I turned it down again a bit sooner on the last lap, I might have been able to keep going. Seems like a slow start. What's happening now? There they go. Pat also saying, second VRC podium in a non-ballast race for me. Both have been here, I think. Not as satisfying as at SF podiums on proper tracks. Turtle saying that was some fast 40 minutes driving. So here we go then. Bunny has only just joined the room, but it's too late. Sorry, Bunster. Not in this one, I'm afraid. So Homesick Alien leads them away from Barry Twins with Pat in 3rd place. Liam Anfield is 4th, Turtle 5th, Skyjacker in 6th with Jokus in a 7th spot. That's how they started with the rolling start. And now, in all fairness, so Homesick Alien started on the medium tyres. In all fairness, I'd go for a 2-stop. I couldn't do this fanny about with half throttle. I know it's all strategy. But I'm there to go fast. And I think I'd floor it and try and see if the 2-stop strategy would work. Because you never know. It might just do. They're going like, I mean, the Dodge got a 5:45 and they were doing just under 6 minutes. So 15 seconds faster. You only need 3 laps of 15 seconds faster, and then you've made a pit stop up. So I'd be very tempted myself to go for a... Oh, Bunny's left the room. Bunny's having a nightmare. So Skyjacker has taken the lead of this race. He's on the racing mediums as well. Liam Anfield's followed him through up into 2nd place. Homesick Alien, quite happy to let them take the lead on this one. He's sitting in 3rd, but this one's for series now. This is about the points. Bunny has joined the room again. He's in, out, shake it all about. Now do the okey pokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about. So Bunny, he's doing a bit of okey pokey at the moment. Skyjacker is leading them away with Liam Anfield in 2nd place. And I mean, it could be anyone's. I mean, Homesick Alien, he did seem to have total and utter control over that first race. The Dodge already falling back some. 3 seconds away from Turtle, so maybe Jokers is really going for a bit of fuel saving on this run. He's maybe got his wick turned right down. But Skyjacker leading them around. And Liam Anfield, I guess they're all trying not to be distracted with the bunny in and out. Internet glitch thing that's happening at the moment. Homesick Alien sitting in third. Some lovely shots here at Route X of these Group 3 cars are bringing it to the track. Homesick Alien is our championship leader so far from Skyjacker, so a win for Skyjacker would be absolutely astounding. And hopefully they've learnt something from that first race with their fuel tanks and fuel management from the first race. But if they pit that one pit stop earlier, like we saw with Turtle, but Turtle did only half fill. If they put a bit more fuel in, maybe. But yeah, Turtle still had to go in for that second stop, for pit stopping a little earlier. So yeah, I'm none the wiser. Hopefully they are from the first 40 minutes. Well, like I said, fuel was tight for the likes of Skyjacker, Jokus, Turtle, and Liam. Liam was okay with fuel, wasn't he? He had rig issues. But I would probably think about a two-stop. And they do seem to be going a bit faster than they were in that first race. In the first race, they were just about, 186 down the straights. So they haven't turned the engine map right down. They're going a little faster than they did in the first one. They all seem to be mainly on racing mediums. I saw Jokers had used a set of super softs, and Liam Anfield, he's really having some issues out there, is Jokers. It's like shuddering as well, so I don't know if it's down to the internet. Oof, he's just hit the wall. So, strange goings on in the Dodge Viper garage, and he's gone. Yes, something was seriously wrong there, and he's had to go. So, Skyjacker leads them around from Liam Anfield. Look at them, they couldn't be any closer to each other. And Turtle. Let's get on board with Turtle. Last man in the train. He's going about 186. He's even lifted even more there, nearly braked. Pat's gone. Skyjacker's all the way over there. He's letting them all go by. He wants to sit at the back. So they're having a little reshuffle, trying to not be the lead car, possibly. Liam Anfield now, the lead car. No, Pat, I apologise. The Corvette has taken the lead. Maybe for the only time this season, an American manufacturer has led a race. I don't know. I don't know my that championship that much. But Pat could be up for a win today. He was a solid second place all the way up until about 200-300 metres away from the line, until Barry Twins whipped it away from him. You can make the fuel last, so that's one thing. And this is really what it's going to be, isn't it? It's just about fuel management, car management. It's just about staying on with the pack, keeping with the pack, and going as fast as you can without using any fuel up. So Pat's the man on point at the moment, leading them around. Liam Anfield sitting right in his toe. I do think they're going a little faster than they were in the race before. I think this one they're edging their bets just in case they have to make early stops. Now I thought when Turtle came in that last one that there'd be a few of them coming in, but they left him high and dry. But he did catch him back up again, so it wasn't too bad. Liam giving his foot a rest, it seems, ghosting a little bit there. Hopefully his rig's all in one shape still. And Homesick Alien now in that second spot. No, Skyjacker coming through. It does look like Liam was just lifting and dropping to the back of the pack. Homesick Alien now leads this race. Pat lifting as well. See, they're all just wanting to save that fuel. Sit in the tow and let the lead car burn it. And it looks like Homesick Alien's been stitched up a bit. They all know he's best with fuel, so they put him at the front. So Homesick Alien leading them around Turtle, as it was in the first race there, with Turtle just behind Homesick Alien. And they're back in to that fuel save mode. Skyjacker sitting in third. He is in the Monster livery Toyota, followed by Barry Twins in the Toyota. Liam Anfield in fifth, Pat sixth, as they head towards the first corner. Turn one. It goes into turn two. They're shuffling around. I don't know how they do it without hitting each other. Driving that close. It's like the red arrows. Look at them. It's ridiculous. It's so tight between them all. And the Pacific Rim Championship train rattles on, comes out of the corner. Homesick Alien still leads them away, and he'll be burning the most fuel out of everyone. I don't know if he'll be too pleased about that. He's just between 3/4 and half a tank of fuel. We're not at 10 minutes yet. We're 9 minutes, just over. Turtle, similar fuel load as Homesick Alien. Liam Anfield, just under Homesick Alien and Turtle. Skyjacker, oh, half a tank. That Toyota is a thirsty car. Pat, just over half a tank. Barry Twins, just over half a tank. So Homesick Alien probably is still doing best on fuel, along with Turtle. Next is Liam, then Skyjacker and Pat. Barry Twins somewhere just ahead of Pat and Skyjacker on the fuel stakes, I'd say. Skyjacker possibly doing the worst on fuel out there at the moment. He's going to have to ease off a little. And thought Liam was coming through there to try and take the lead, but he's left Homesick out there. Turtle helping him out with a bump draft. Skyjacker now up into third place. Still half a tank of fuel at the 10-minute mark is respectable. Still a one-stop strategy. Pat giving Skyjacker a little bump. Beautiful shots of these delicious cars. They've all turned up with their A game on the livery front. It has to be said. If we don't see one or two of these cars in the end of year livery competition, I'll be very much surprised. Although I don't know what's open or not, but I think there's something bubbling away about liveries, which might produce quite a few for the end of the year livery I don't know, awards, whatever it is they have. But yeah, I'm sure we're going to see one or two of these cars. I mean, if Liam Anfield's car's not in there, I will be very surprised. It's a very nice looking car. It has stood out this season, that little Honda, shiny Red Bull on the side. It's a corker, most definitely. Homesick Alien's Jack Daniels I find rather pleasing. And he's still leading the way. Just coming up to about half a tank of fuel at the moment. Pat very erratic there in the stream. Is he wiggling around a bit? Is he trying to shake up a bit of fuel in the tank? And Liam Anfield now up alongside him. Pat struggling to keep the Corvette in a straight line. Homesick Alien still leads, with Skyjacker now in second place. Turtle in third. Liam Anfield up into fourth. Ahead of Pat in fifth. Well, they're side by side, Pat and Liam. They're having a little door rubbing session, it would seem. Both trying to fight for Turtle's slipstream, but Pat has dropped back now. And Liam tucks in. Look at them all bouncing off each other. Boing, 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 boing. They've put the solid bumpers on today. There you see Pat giving Liam a bump draft. Which pushes Liam into Turtle. Pushes Turtle into a Skyjacker. So forth and so forth. And we are now coming up to 13 minutes in this race. They're on lap 3 of this 18.8 miles, was it? I think nearly 19-mile track. Homesick Alien leads Skyjacker. Homesick on half a tank of fuel. Skyjacker just under half. So yeah, Skyjacker has clawed some of that fuel save back in this short stint that we've been talking. Turtle just under half a tank. So they're doing very well with the fuel, all of them. It's all leveled out. They're all similar now. Those that were using more than others seems to have leveled out a bit. Homesick Alien, though, is now lifting possibly, and so Skyjacker possibly. No one wants to take lead, and Skyjacker does, as they all try and come over for his slipstream, but they stick with Turtle, and Turtle is now the lead car. They're all shuffling to try and get back in the queue. Looks like Pat's coming over. No, Pat now. Liam, they don't know whose toe to follow. Look at them. They're all confused. This is what happens with racing drivers. You form two lines. They don't know what to do. It's got to be one line. So now they've sorted themselves out nearly. Yes, there they go. Back in the Caterpillar. So Pat is the lead car with Skyjacker in second, Liam Anfield in third, Turtle in fourth, Barry Twins fifth, and Homesick Alien has shuffled himself to the back of the queue. And I guess he thinks, look, I've been punching a hole in the air for long enough for you guys. It's time for me to do some fuel saving now. So Homesick Alien slips to the back as we have 25 minutes left of racing here at Route X for round 8 of the Pacific Rim Championship. Homesick Alien leading that championship, Skyjacker in second place, 18 points adrift. And he needs Homesick Alien to have a very bad result to Skyjacker. He needs a win to even get remotely close. I do think there is double points on offer at the last race, which we still don't know what it is. We don't know where they're racing for the final race. I don't know if we're staying on air on the stream for a bit. He says it's going to be done in Discord straight after the race, so I don't know if I'm hanging around. But then he'll probably want to close the lobby down to get on with the stream, so it'll be a surprise for you guys next week where we're going to race. So at the moment, Pat leads them around. Skyjacker in second, Liam Anfield third, Turtle in fourth, Barry Twins in fifth, Homesick Alien sixth place. And we're just under 4 minutes away from the halfway mark. No sign of pit stops yet. Pat leading the way. His fuel's looking okay. Skyjacker, a little less fuel than Pat. Liam Anfield, a little bit more fuel than Pat. Turtle is about the same fuel as Pat. Barry Twins about the same fuel, a little more than Pat. And Homesick Alien a little bit more than everyone. So Pat there, 10th ahead of Skyjacker as it stands. Should be on someone's car, shouldn't we? Shall we get on an Alien's car? He is at the back of the queue. So here we are. He's down to, look, you can see how much he's lifting. He's not even really hitting 190, where they were doing 191 and 192 down the straights earlier on in this race. He's barely touching the 190s. He is now. All right, sweet. Skyjacker, not only is he leading the race, but he's typing in the stream, you can hang around for a few, I guess that's minutes, seconds, hours, months. So Homesick Alien then, there's his view, and Homesick seems to have drifted away from the pack a little bit. Hopefully this isn't an issue. They're still there, aren't they? And it's 22 minutes to go. We can see they seem to be over near the pit stops, and a few of them have gone. All of them, apart from Barry Twins and Homesick Alien. What a turn up. So they've all decided they don't want to risk it like last time, and they've all jumped into the pits, with Barry Twins staying out, with Homesick Alien. Skyjacker in. Well, yeah, he wouldn't have got round again with that, would he? Pat, yeah, on quarter of a tank. It's got to be tight. So these four have all come in, leaving Barry Twins and Homesick Alien out there. Well, they're on a quarter of a tank, aren't they? So this is going to be very interesting then. They've gone with medium tyres, and it's Skyjacker ahead of Liam, back out on track, ahead of Turtle, who's ahead of Pat. And they've all gone for the medium tyres, which is interesting, because that should be their only stop, so maybe they're not even bothering with the softs or the super softs. And Homesick Alien rocks up to the back of Barry Twins, start using his toe, giving him a little bump, because these two now, they've got to go, haven't they? They can't hang around. I mean, these cars out there are heavier, but it's going to be interesting come the 40-minute mark, because I don't know if these guys are going to be able to go much over 40 minutes. So if they cross the line with the timer just about 40, they're going to be, it's going to be a struggle of a final lap for them. Barry Twins, though, stays out with Homesick Alien. And these two, I imagine, hit at the end of this lap. But they've got to maintain a decent speed, because they're not going to be sure of what speed these guys are going to be going. Skyjacker leads the second pack, the pit stop boys. And Liam Anfield in second, with Turtle there in fifth. Pat's dropped back a second. Now, has he lost the toe? That is dangerous. Doesn't seem to be. He's there. He's in that 8/10 sweet spot, so I think Pat is going to rock up to the back of those guys, but he's going to have to burn some fuel to do it, which he probably would rather not. Meanwhile, Barry Twins and Homesick Alien working as a team. The Toyota and the Mazda out there in the lead. Barry Twins, Barry the Oval Twins. I don't, you know, just want to remind you, his main wins for VRC have been on ovals. So he's planting the seeds of a reputation. He's doing okay at the moment, leading this one from Homesick. There's 19 more minutes left of racing, and anything can happen. And with the way we see the fuel was for these boys, Liam Anfield now taking the lead of this train ahead of Turtle, with Pat in fifth. Skyjacker slipping there to the back of the queue, happy to do so to save the fuel. Barry Twins, a long straight for Homesick and Barry Twins to get down, and I imagine these pair are going to go straight into the pits, and they're 34 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight when they come out. Although Barry and Homesick now can just quite happily burn their fuel. They're still there at about 92 though, 93 miles an hour down the straights. Barry getting a good Good push, giving Homesick a tow. Homesick repaying that tow with a bump. Hence pushes Barry Twins forward. A bump draft. Legitimate, it is allowed. Yeah, 35, so they are pulling away from the pack that have pitted. Now I don't know if that's down to weight or it's just down to these guys are burning their fuel a little more than the guys behind them. But Homescalian and Barry Twins continuing towards turn 3. The rest of the pack all pitted. 17 minutes left of racing here at Route X. Liam Anfield, Skyjacker, Pat and Turtle all getting a tow from each other. Liam backing out of this one, saying you can punch a hole in the air for a bit. Pat wiggling around. Come on, Pat. Straight line it. Ooh, Liam wants to get behind Skyjacker, and Pat wasn't going to get in his way. Skyjacker suddenly realising they've shuffled him to the front, so he pulls over to let the others by. And none of these new pit stoppers or the guys that have pitted want to tow the other guys along. They don't want to burn the fuel. Homesick Alien, his fuel's flashing now. Oh, Barry Twins, that's looking pretty low, but they're virtually at the mouth of the pit stop. So I think Barry Twins is going to get away with that one. And Homesick Alien come in. It's tight on fuel for those guys, which I think it's going to be for these guys at the end of the race. Because look, already less than 3/4 of a tank of fuel on board for these. And there's 15 minutes to go. So you've got to look at it as like 5 minutes a chunk. So Turtle's not too bad. Pat's on a borderline, so's Liam. And the problem is for these guys, getting fuel to the 40-minute mark is great, but if you cross the line at 39 minutes or 39 and a half minutes, it means you've got another 6-minute lap to do and before you finish. So that is the jeopardy of a timed race. Homesick Alien and Barry Twins both come out of the pits ahead of the pack. Well, no, wow, Homesick Alien not up to speed yet, and they just swamped him. Look at them all, they just went straight past him. Barry Twins, luckily, but he's not filled up. He's put 3/4 of a tank in. Interesting, that's cutting it fine. Turtle, he's on 3/4. Pat, Liam, they're all on 3/4, but Homesick did fill up, and that means that Homesick Alien can burn a little bit more fuel than his competitors. Barry Twins has really put himself in a risky position out there. He's not topped up as much to get track position, but on an oval, track position really does not mean much. But who am I to say when he is Barry the Oval Twins? So I bow to his superiority. Very fine looking livery he's got on that Toyota as well. 4/10 ahead of Turtle, with Skyjacker chasing him down in 3rd. Pat in 4th, with just under 14 minutes left of racing. Liam Anfield in 5th. Homesick Alien in 6th, but they're all within the tow of each other, and Homesick Alien is sitting with a full tank on his Mazda. Barry Twins backing out of it. He knows he's wasting fuel. He's wasting fuel. And I mean, I say, oh, Barry's only put 3/4 in. He's one of the best ones out there at conserving fuel. So him, Digital Blasphemy, and Homesick Alien are probably some of the better fuel preservers that I've seen. Skyjacker leads them around on his half a tank of fuel with 13 minutes to go. By my calculations, he's 3 minutes short. to get to the end. Turtle, he's just over half a tank of fuel. We will see, because that is going to be tight. Pat, just over half a tank of fuel, again tight. Barry Twins, similar to Turtle. Liam Anfield, he's doing very well. He's right smack bang in between 3/4 and a half, and Homesick Alien way over 3/4 of a tank. So this is going to be significant. This is really some of these guys need to fuel save more than others, and now this is no practice run. This is for the points. They need the positions. They need to be able to finish the race in a strong position here. So there's going to be some concerns out there, I'm sure, in some of those cockpits about how much fuel they have on board. Skyjacker is punching a hole in the air for the rest of the gang. So everyone, apart from Skyjacker at the moment, is doing some beautiful fuel conserving. Turtle, not even full throttle down the straight. Pat as well, with those easy lifts. He's on it now. And Barry Twins, got his engine map and he's not even full throttle in it. Liam Anfield lifting coast. Homesick Alien, he's full throttle, he's going for it now. He's got enough fuel to see the end, and he can just burn. He's gonna burn it. Skyjacker getting purples as they make their way around to complete lap 5 of Route X. Special stage Route X, and that's for round 8 of the Pacific Rim Championship. And Skyjacker leads in his Toyota ahead of Pat. Pat getting a podium in that first part of this race. Could have got second place, but fuel, his own fuel tank was against him. He wasn't given any fuel samples to the BRC at the end of this race in his Corvette. Pat looks like he's going to go and take the lead of this race with 10 minutes to go. Skyjacker's still there at the moment. Turtle, he had to make an extra stop in that first part of this race. Can he get that fuel to the end? It's a big question mark over a few of these drivers. 10 minutes to go, half a tank should be more than enough. Liam Anfield, Homesick Alien surprised me that he's sitting back there. I don't think he needs to. I think he could just open the throttle up all the way till the end of the race. I think some of these guys are still fuel saving at this point. 10 more minutes to go, or less than 10 minutes to go. And they're still playing cat and mouse, which is very... Oh, people going into the pits. Skyjacker and Pat both going into the pits. Is that a wise... That could be a wise move, because I think it's only Homesick Alien who's not really going to have to conserve. I'm not sure. Turtle, Liam, and Barry Twins aren't bad, are they, on half a tank? I mean, Skyjacker and, well, Pat's was just under half, so I'm surprised at Pat. He obviously doesn't feel that was enough, and Skyjacker was definitely not enough on a quarter. And Turtle is the leader at the moment, and he's broken the toe, possibly, but Liam Anfield will be getting a bump draft from Homesick Alien. Turtle will be getting nothing, no help, no toe, no bump draft, nothing. So as you can see, Liam Anfield, with the help of Homesick Alien, edging closer to Turtle, and as soon as he gets to 8/10, he'll be picking up a toe himself from Turtle. Barry Twins, so Pat's back out on track. He only put a short amount of fuel in there, so Pat, and he didn't change his tyres, so Pat, he's just a little splash and dash. And Skyjacker's had to put some significant fuel in his car, over half a tank of fuel in his car. And now these two have got a mountain. They've got 30-second deficit to find. Liam Anfield is leading this race. And he's playing Chase Me across the track whilst they try and grab a toe. And Barry Twins dropping out of the tow, which is very strange. Maybe he's having to fuel save a lot earlier, maybe, possibly. And Turtle is in the same boat as Barry Twins, but he's staying with the leaders. And Liam on the same as well. So if Barry Twins is really heavily fuel conserving, although that Toyota has shown with Skyjacker it's thirstier than the other cars. So yeah, Barry Twins, he might have had to go into some real fuel save, and that is a little light of opportunity for Pat and Skyjacker in 7.5 minutes if they can absolutely pelt it and catch up Barry Twins. They should work together though. Pat is some 5 seconds ahead. You should ease off a bit, Pat. There you go. He's lifting a bit. Skyjacker full pelts it. So Skyjacker should catch Pat up, and then they can help each other out. Liam Anfield is leading this race. There is 7 minutes left. They're on lap 6 at the moment. Turtle is second. Homesick Alien is third. They've broken away from Barry Twins, who I suspect he's not gone over 187. I suspect he's doing a bit of fuel saving right now till the end of the race, trying to protect that 4th place from Pat and Skyjacker, who are going full steam ahead. Captain, aye, to catch the rest of the gang up. Liam Anfield is going to be tight on fuel, and so's Turtle. Homesick Alien is still sitting rather pretty. I mean, he's helping Liam Anfield out there, pushing him along. I suppose Liam, he's getting a tow out of it. He's not burning up as much fuel as he tries to push Liam Anfield along. Liam needing to fuel save. He's only on half throttle, and Homesick Alien, he'll be burning up fuel pushing Liam along. Surely you'd be just get out of that and leave Liam behind, because Liam and Turtle, they're going to have to fuel save, and Liam is just absolutely getting a ride from Homesick. Homesick's not even bump drafting him, he's pushing him up the straight. So Liam Anfield, he's half throttled all the way down that straight. He's going to struggle to get to the end of this race, isn't he? Homesick Alien, great fuel. He's doing Liam a massive favour, really, and he's dragging Turtle along. Barry Twins, we suspect, he's back on it again now. Maybe he feels he's saved enough fuel, because he's full throttle, 190 odd miles an hour, trying to catch those boys up ahead of him. Pat's trying to close the gap, and it's only 2.5 seconds between Skyjacker and Pat. They might be able to help each other out, but this is not the results that Skyjacker was hoping for. Look at him, he's just half throttle, he's loving this. Liam Anfield getting a taxi ride from the Mazda, the Jack Daniels Mazda, taking the Honda home. I imagine, I don't know, maybe Homesick Alien wants Liam Anfield up there as a buffer from Skyjacker, so Skyjacker can't catch the points, or even from Turtle, who's still in that tow. It's just over 1/4 of a tank of fuel for Turtle at the moment. Liam Anfield, just over 1/4 of a tank. Homesick Alien, half a tank. Pull out the tow, man. Pull out the tow and go for it. Barry Twins, Daz caught him up, and Barry Twins is going for the lead. Has he done his calculations right? Does he feel that he's got enough fuel now? But don't forget, it's not just to the 40 minutes, Barry. If you cross the line at 39 minutes, that means your race is going to be 45 minutes long. So you've got to add that extra 5 minutes on for that extra lap at the end that you may or may not have to do. No, because they're going to cross the line with 4 minutes to go, so the next lap will be the last lap. He will be aware of that, and Barry Twins, he's pulled the trigger. He's pulled the trigger and he's bolted. Liam Anfield, he's got the same fuel as Barry Twins, so Liam Anfield, he could go as well. Homesick Alien, I'm surprised, hasn't already bolted, in all fairness. Maybe this is it, as they cross the line for the final lap. Oh, Barry Twins has gone in. Barry Twins has made the decision to go in. Liam Anfield stayed out. Homesick Alien, I think, he's still staying behind Liam Anfield. Turtle dropping away because he knows that fuel's going to be tight. Barry Twins into the pits, so what's going to happen now with Pat and Skyjacker catching each other up? Skyjacker and Pat working together, and Barry Twins, he's only just got to his box and they've already got past. Disaster for Barry Twins. This is not what he wanted. Liam Anfield still ahead of Homesick Alien. And Turtle dropping back even further while is he fuel saving? Excuse me. Turtle's got the fastest lap so far in this race with a 5:53.3. Excuse me. Swallowed a bit of dust or something. Or maybe I've been gabbing on for nearly 2 hours or something. No, hour and a half, sorry. So Liam Anfield still leads this race from Homesick Alien, but if I had eggs, I'd put them all in Homesick Alien's basket because he's got the fuel. He's got the fuel. But Liam, I don't understand why Homesick's still playing with Liam. Maybe he can't get past him. Maybe Liam is just too fast in a straight line, and Homesick Alien isn't playing with him. He just can't get past him. And with him, but he's pushing him along. I don't know. But he's giving Liam Anfield half a chance here, because Liam Anfield's going to have enough fuel to get to the end. This is the final lap. He's got just under a quarter of a tank of fuel. Barry Twins then, how's he doing? 6.5 seconds behind Pat. But Pat's getting a tow from Skyjacker. Turtle. Looks like he's nursing that car at the moment, I think. 2.8 seconds behind Homesick. So maybe he's nursing it until the last couple of corners, then he's going to open her right up. They're heading into turn 1 of the final lap. Only says a minute, just over a minute on the counter. So this will be definitely their final lap. Liam Anfield still leads this race. Homesick Alien is toying with him. But I'm starting to believe he doesn't want to go too early, does he? He wants to stay behind him, I guess. So when he does finally jump out on the slipstream, Liam Anfield can't return the favour straight away. And I'm guessing that's what Homesick is really doing. It's just waiting for the moment to go. Liam doesn't mind because he's getting pushed as his fuel starts dropping down. Another very long straight to get through for Liam Anfield and Homesick Alien. Turtle now 3 seconds behind him. I don't think he's going to mount anything at the end here. I think he's just trying to get to that line for a podium. Skyjacker and Pat, I believe they're racing now. I don't think there's any helping each other out, and they've pulled even further away from Barry Twins. And poor Barry Twins, really, the fuel a bit of a disaster for him today. And Pat and Skyjacker duking it out for 4th and 5th. The timer has run out, but they've still got a fair whack of lap to go. And it's still not decided out there in the lead between Liam Anfield and Homesick Alien. Liam Anfield, his fuel's still in the white, but it's on the brink of turning red. And they're not even, well, they're just halfway down that straight. Homesick Alien, well, you feel that he could just pull it out, turn his car up and just disappear. And he's stuck with this bump draft with Liam Anfield. Turtle now is flashing. His fuel's flashing, but I think he can get there. Pat's only 7.2 seconds behind Turtle, being pushed by Skyjacker. And they've pulled away from Barry Twins. That's what happens when you haven't got a tow. Look, 10 seconds. He's lost a lot of time. And Liam Anfield now coming down. His fuel's flashing. What's going to happen between these two into the final corner? Because I seriously think Homesick Alien is comfortable with his fuel, and I would have thought he'd just opened her up by now, but he hasn't at all. He's staying with Liam Anfield. Quite aware that his fuel tank is probably low, and is this it? Homesick Alien going for the move for the lead on the final lap, just before the final 2 corners. And Liam Anfield, he'll just be using him for a tow and hoping that fuel survives. Turtle's fuel's low, Skyjacker's fuel is low. He's only 5 seconds away from Turtle. Pat's fuel is very low. half a second off of Skyjacker. Barry Twins, fuel's flashing. But here we go, Homesick Alien, the only man whose fuel isn't flashing. As he comes around the final corner, Liam Anfield still got a little bit of gas in the tank to mount an attack, but it doesn't seem like it when Homesick Alien now 6/10 ahead, and Homesick Alien brings her around the long right-hand corner, and he's pulled magnificently away from Liam Anfield. And yeah, he was just tucked up behind Liam, waiting for this final turn, and that's it. Homesick Alien puts it to bed. Full points, thank you, sir. And championship possibly mine. And there you go, great stuff. Liam Anfield's fuel gets him to the end. Turtle is tight, but he's there, and he gets himself a podium. Take a boo, my son. Skyjacker, oh, the fuel's low. He's 13 seconds ahead of Barry Twins. Pat's run out. Skyjacker crosses the line just, I reckon, as he runs out. Barry Twins gets 5th in the end ahead of Pat, whose fuel didn't quite make it, and he has to do the long, painful drive to the line with no fuel. It's not great. And then we'll go to the PRC chat. I'm guessing this is where we're going to see where the spin is. I don't know. I think they're spinning the wheel of madness. And there goes Pat for a grand 6th place. Still good points, Pat. Still good points. But it's Homesick today who had the master plan. And Mama Homesick saying, a double whammy. Well done, son. That was brilliant. Pat saying, saw that coming a while from... There you go. There's Homesick. He doesn't get a trophy for the point, but he gets the points. So, great stuff. I'll take you to the race results as I read the stream chat. And here we go. I'll linger on a bit so Skyjacker can do his thing. So, in the chat, Pat saying, I saw that coming a while from the end and knew from after the first pit stop I was going to struggle. Turtle saying, finally, second podium, VRC. I needed to step off my throttle, then I could make it. Fuel is 0% left when he crossed the line. Well done. So, and Liam in the actual Discord chat saying that was awful. Wheel failed on 2 surges of electricity, and he was the slowest car in the straight line. Well, Homesick pushed you home most of the way. So, Homesick Alien takes the win. Liam Anfield comes home in 2nd in that Honda. And Turtle in 3rd. Skyjacker 4th. Barry Twins in 5th. And Pat, who ran out of fuel at the end, in 6th. Turtle got the fastest lap with a 5:53.312. So well done, Turtle. Podium and fastest lap. Homesick Alien gets the spoils, but I do believe it's going to be double points next week. And we're just hanging around to see where we're going to be racing. Who knows? That's where we're waiting for the Wheel of Misfortune to let us know. I think all the tracks are on the wheel. And it'll be spun. And a track will be picked at random. And not a track we've already raced, so it won't be a track from America or Japan. Fingers crossed for Dragon's Trail Gardens, but it'll probably be bloody Nürburgring or something. Not the 24-hour one. I don't think that's in there. So, I don't know. I don't know where it's happening. Oh yeah, it's happened. It's already happened. I'm not even on it. Here we go. I'll tell you. I can't make the screen bigger. It's Sardinia B. Is that Sardinia B? I believe it's going to be Sardinia B. I like Sardinia, I must say. I don't know which iteration I like, but I know I like Sardinia. So, and Turtle saying, You can eat my shell tonight, guys. And Skyjacker said, Sardinia B. So next week, is it going to be 90 minutes? We're doing the last one as a 90-minuter. Screw it. 90 minutes of Sardinia B next week, children. So don't miss out next Thursday for the final round to see if Homesick Alien can wrap this championship up. And he's done a great job today because Skyjacker hasn't scored well. Bunny couldn't get in the room. And Liam Anfield scored well, but I think his season's not gone as well as he'd like it to go. So... And Skyjack says, yes, it is a 90-minute race next week. So, that's great. Don't forget to join us then. Right. Because, you know, I haven't got nothing else better to do. Tomorrow, let's have a stream for about 2.5 hours, shall we? What shall we do? Shall we watch them drive around Suzuka like absolute nutters in Group 1 and Group 4 cars? Okie dokie, we'll do that then. So tomorrow's stream, Friday evening stream, is Suzuka 2.5. We did qualify in last Friday, and now is the time. Just under 24 hours. Well, in 24 hours, they will be racing still. So, do not miss out tomorrow's stream, 2.5 hours at the not Nürburgring, Suzuka. Got Nürburgring on the head for some reason. Mama Homesick saying thanks, Thingy. That's my pleasure, as always. And yeah, he wants to close the lobby. So, it's nothing left for me to say except for I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Mike Rochburns. Thank you for joining us. Peace and love. Peace and love.